meglio. Usiku kabisa. Usiku meglio kabisa. Ya, mas eu tenho vola, como eu tenho vola na vai get fundo. Wa chimbolo. Sabe walo wa paki ma oso wakunja ito gido. To wana gido ya koma. Wala ito gido ya koma ito lole. Ya, maje wa paki ma oso.
Standing for the plate, the Star Spangled Banner, and all models presented by the Oshkosh Sports Police Department. You may be seated.
welcome to Oshkosh Sports Graduation Ceremony for 2026. My name is Antonio Thompson. I will be your MC for today. I would like to introduce some special visitors that we have today. Dr. Brian Davis, Brian Yerke, Sabrina Johnson, Jackie Kiffmeyer, Dr. Kim Brown, Katie Neiman, Dr. Michael Ford, Dr. Barb Herzog, Dr. Timothy Hess, Jacob Wolf, Beth Wyman, Molly Schmidt, and Chris Wright. Thank you so much for coming to this.
We will now present the valedictorian and salutatorians. Salutatorian, Kaylee Olson. Valedictorians, Ashlyn Anderson. Jack E. Anderson. Jacob Braun. Lydia Dortry. Maya Sunlighter. And Evelyn Voss.
I would now like to welcome our superintendent, Brian Davis, to speak.
Good evening, Spartan Nation. On behalf of the Board of Education, thank you for joining us in our celebration of the 54th graduating class from Oshkosh North High School. This is a special time for all of us supporting our graduates. Our school staff, many of whom are with us today, have worked tirelessly to support the growth of our seniors, both academically and in becoming well-rounded individuals over the last 13 years. Let's give our school staff a round of applause for all of their efforts to support our seniors. I want to thank our school board members for the many hours and work of guiding our district and making sure that we continue to build on the learning opportunities we have throughout our system. I also want to recognize, and what a great attendance today, is such a tribute to our seniors. I want to recognize all of our parents, guardians, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, grandmas and grandpas, close friends, mentors and neighbors who have all supported our seniors and brought them to where they are today. It truly takes a community to raise a Spartan, and today is a celebration for all that you have done. And most importantly, to the class of 2026. Man, you guys all look fantastic today. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations on all of your accomplishments. It has been a pleasure to watch you grow in the classroom, on the stage, at athletic events, and in our community. You are a powerhouse group. Two of the many talented examples of this class we have here on the stage today. Allie was a finalist for the National High School Basketball Courage Award for her perseverance and contributions to North High School despite significant obstacles. So congratulations. Well done. And most recently, Antonio, who you just heard from, was recently named a national finalist for a prestigious high school musical award, a historic first for our district. Out of more than 2,200 students at the Fox Valley Performing Arts Center, Antonio was one of only 2 performers selected to advance to the national stage. Congratulations. Well, these 2 are just a few of the many accomplishments that your class has achieved. And these accomplishments don't just happen. They take extraordinary efforts by our entire North staff, your families, and support systems, and most importantly, by you, our graduates. Your class is not just unique in talent and accomplishments, but also by pure size. You likely represent the largest class of seniors that we will see here at North over the next 20 years. Born in 2007, 2008, you were the latest peak of birth rates in our state and across our nation as we headed into the Great Recession. This puts your class collectively at a very important position of influence and leadership as you head out into the world. And boy, do we need each and every one of you. As our country prepares to turn 250 years old this year, we are facing a changing and challenging landscape, an aging population, a shrinking workforce, and lower birth rates. That, my friends, ends up being perfect timing for you, this class, the largest class of seniors in the next generation, because you are the innovators, you are the thought leaders, the workers, and the dreamers who can anchor our next 50 years in America. Now, that may sound daunting, but remember, you can do hard things. In fact, you already have. Doing middle school during the pandemic was not easy. 4 years ago, you were coming out of middle school into a high school scene that looked very different. And we saw you as a class do the most important thing that you could have done at the time, is being connectors to each other. Learning together, competing together, and just sharing life together. You chose to pack the bleachers, fill the auditorium seats, and engage in clubs and class projects in service of your community and each other. For all of your efforts over the last 4 years, I want to say thank you, and we are very proud of you. And now, class of 2026, it's time to go. To go out and be connectors needed outside of Oshkosh, in our country, and across the world. And as you go, please know that you will always have a home to return with at Oshkosh North, with people that will have your back. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the Oshkosh North High School class of 2026.
Up next, the Oshkosh North High Choirs will perform You Are the New Day and A Parting Blessing.
I would now like to welcome Mr. Garvey to give our honored faculty address.
Hello, everybody. My name is Max Garvey, and I'm a technology education teacher here at Oshkosh North High School. So, if your child ever ruined a pair of shoes with wood stain, came home covered in sawdust, or suddenly developed an unhealthy confidence around power tools and drywall repair, I'm probably responsible. First, I want to thank our students here today for voting for me to speak. Honestly, I was pretty surprised. I'm still a relatively young educator, even though my students have apparently decided I am counted as UNC. And the fact that my wife only recently convinced me off of my 3-in-1 Forest Desire shampoo, conditioner, body wash should tell you I'm still developing as a person too. I started teaching in 2021, which means this graduating class is only the second I've had the chance to teach throughout the entirety of their high school experience. And while I hope I've had some kind of positive impact on them over these last 4 years, the truth is they've had an incredible impact on me as well. But I do have something I want to say about this graduating class. This year, for graduation, I am a little sad. As happy as I am for the class of 2026, I feel a strange mix of admiration and sadness today. Many of these students I've taught over the last 4 years are incredible people. And as I watch them walk across the stage and celebrate everything that they've accomplished, part of me is sad knowing that, for the most part, these students I've shared so much time with and who have shared so much of themselves with me are about to move on to a new chapter of their lives. I surely am going to miss them. And honestly, I think that feeling says a lot about this class. Throughout my courses and through the clubs I've had the privilege to help lead, like Skills USA and Fishing Club, I've noticed two prominent characteristics that define the senior class. Those two characteristics are kindness and effort. To speak to their kindness, in tech ed, there's usually a pretty wide range in how long projects take students to complete. Some students finish really early, and some need a little more time, and that's normal. But what stood out to me about this class is how often I watch students complete their own work, and instead of sitting around waiting for the bell or secretly doom scrolling on their phones, they would walk across the room and help someone else. And not just students in my courses. I saw students teach each other, encourage each other, stay after class to help clean up, help someone figure out a measurement, a machine, or a project they were struggling with. And those moments may seem small, but they say a lot about who you are as people. It shows kindness, it shows character, and it shows a willingness to reach out a hand and help people in need. So what do I hope you take with you into adulthood? I have a few recommendations from someone who has only recently exited the stage of life many of you are about to step into. And no, these are not listed in orders of importance. First, get smart with your money and do it now. Do not wait. Getting ahead in today's world is difficult, and financial mistakes can follow you for a long time. Learn how to budget, learn how debt works. Invest early, even if it's only a little bit at a time. Build habits now so money becomes a tool in your life and not the thing controlling it. Financial freedom doesn't mean being rich. Sometimes it simply means having enough stability to make choices based on happiness rather than survival. Second, Your relationships with your family, your friends, and the people you love will become one of, if not the most important parts of your life.
Give me a hot dog, son.
As you grow older, these relationships take intentional effort. One of the strangest parts of adulthood is that you don't see your friends every day. You won't just run into people in the hallway. And many of you will soon realize that living away from your parents also means no longer magically having groceries appear in the fridge. Life gets busy fast, and it becomes really easy to get quiet without even needing to. Don't always expect the other person to be the one reaching out first. Call your grandparents on the drive home from work. Get your friends birthday gifts. Send your mom flowers on Mother's Day. Make time for people. And if you find someone that you love, make sure that they feel loved, appreciated, and remembered. Relationships are not maintained by convenience. They are maintained by intentional effort. Third, one of my favorite quotes from someone much smarter and much more British than I will ever be is meaning is a jumper that you have to make yourself. And yes, I did have to Google what jumper was the first time I heard it. It is a sweater. But I love that quote because it reminds us that purpose is not something the world simply hands to you. You build it through your experiences, your passions, and your relationships and the things you choose to care about. Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Be present in your life. And if you find yourself going on autopilot, recognize it and make a change. These late night drives with your friends, the family dinners, fishing trips, random conversations, and working on projects in your garage. These moments may seem ordinary today, but they are often the memories you carry with you forever. And finally, continue to be kind. Continue being the kind of people who help others without being asked. Continue reaching out to people who are struggling. Continue being patient, understanding, and willing to care. And make your kindness intentional. Even when it isn't always convenient, recognized, or returned. Because the world has enough people that are trying to look important. What it needs more of are people willing to genuinely care about others. And from what I've seen over the last 4 years, this class is full of those people. In closing, simply, thank you for being yourselves. Thank you for the impact you've had, not only on me, but the other staff here at Oshkosh High School as well. Thank you for being a positive part of our days, our classrooms, and our community over these last 4 years. And strangely enough, thank you for making today a little sad, because I think feeling sad to see people leave is proof that they truly mattered while they were here. While graduation means we will miss having you around the halls of Oshkosh North High School, it will be a gain for our communities, our workplaces, our families, and the people whose lives you are about to become a part of. Congratulations, class of 2026. We're proud of you.
And now, Allie Lee will be giving a senior address of this 2026 graduating class.
Good afternoon, family, friends, community members, staff, and most of all, class of 2026. My name is Allie, and I have the honor and privilege of standing up here today as your class speaker. Like high school, the hardest part of writing this speech was the very beginning. Like you, walking in as freshmen, I wanted to lay the best groundwork for the rest of my high school career. Make a lot of friends, do well in get easier in terms of math classes, and do what I could to fit in. Now, in terms of laying the groundwork for this speech, I knew one thing is I literally have no right to come up here and preach advice to you all. So, since this is likely the last time we all are ever going to be in the same place at the same time ever again, I wanted to use this opportunity to connect with each other one last time before we all go on our own paths. I know what all of you were thinking when I said that, by the way. Of course, the daughter of a communities teacher is going to somehow make this speech interactive. And all I have to say to you is, you bet I am. Now, how this works is when I say something that has related to your past 4 years at Oshkosh North, I want you to simply raise your hand. Now, this might be a foreign concept to some of you proud non-hand raisers, but I promise you're not going to be alone in any of your responses. Those of you in the audience, I encourage you to think back on your high school years, or the ones you're currently in, and raise your hand for what applied to your experience. And for those of you who aren't quite in high school yet, don't let this scare you. As you're going to see, it happens to everyone. Okay, let's start off nice and easy. Raise your hand if you ever said, I'll do that later. And then absolutely did not do it later. Okay, hands in the air. Raise your hand if you found your place at your school. Whether that's a class, a sport, a club, or any extracurricular activity. Raise your hand if you made a friend along the way that you couldn't imagine your life without. Raise your hand if a teacher showed up for you when you needed it most. Raise your hand if you're proud of what you've accomplished so far. And raise your hand if you're just a little bit scared of what comes next. Keep your hands in the air for a second and look around. I hope we're all a little bit more simple than we thought before. Alright, go ahead and put your hands down if you haven't already. I hope that after looking around, you're able to feel some sort of relief that you aren't alone in your nerves. And here's the thing. I don't think we're supposed to have it all figured out. Because, if we did, we wouldn't have changed at all these past 4 years. We're not leaving high school and entering the world finished versions of ourselves. We're leaving here as individuals who know how to grow. Because at some point, I think we learned to stop being the people we thought we were supposed to be and became people shaped by our own experiences. The great ones, the messy ones, and the ones we never saw coming. Not perfect or certain, just real experiences. What happens next might be the first time we actually get to choose what that is. Some of us will continue going to school. From there, we will become the next healthcare workers, educators, business workers and owners, music performers, and all the other amazing professions that would literally take me forever to list. Some of us will jump straight to the workforce and succeed in their chosen trade. And some of us will enter the military and defend our country and the rest of us. Whatever we choose, can we make a promise to each other and to ourselves that we will always stay true to what makes us, us? Because we are not responsible for shrinking our light to make others feel comfortable in their own. Whatever is in store for each of us, through the good days and the bad, my wish for all of us is to stay true to who we are and never doubt the greatness inside each and every one of us. Because I promise you, it's there. So, class of 2026, let's enjoy our day. We've earned it, and wherever we all go from here, continue to shine your light bright and bold, like nobody can but you. Thank you, and congrats again.
I would now like to introduce our senior video, produced by Reflections Yearbook staff.
Little hand rings wrapped around my finger, and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in and turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up. Just say this and it all. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up, don't you ever grow up. It could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And no one will desert you. Just try to never grow up. Please come over when the moment's past slow, and each road leads you where you wanna go. And if you're faced with the choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find a window. If it's been that song, show the world the moment of your smile. And more than anything, more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all I wanted to. Your dreams stay big, your body stay strong. You never need to carry on through the morning. While you're out there getting ready, getting to, I hope you know someone that loves you. And wants to say things to you. Yeah, this is my
Wish I didn't drink all of that glass first. Wish I made it to homecoming. Not at the courage to ask me. Wish I would've gotten out of my shell. Wish I put the bottle back in that shelf. Wish I would've worried about what other people thought. I got comfortable with myself. This time I'm back. And the stars above. The moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you and I full time. We just begun. All the guys dreaming, but you remember what I was. Those girls.
I wish somebody would've told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you had, and all these reckless nights you had. Someday something was gonna change. You must have made it
Jerome. Nimeona Jerome. Naona chako.
Said I'll make my own money and I'll make my own rules. Mama put the car in park out there in front
still burns in your mind. And in all the shaking good up and good time. Tattoos and memories and lips you enjoy. Through each word all the while. It's something to get down, but in the end it's right. You'll be at the time.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I choose like it did. Little hands wrapped around my finger and
For the presentation of the class of 2026, we welcome Michelle Last, principal of Oshkosh North High School.
To our distinguished faculty, supportive families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2026. We stand today at a crossroads, and it's less of a finish line and more of a launch pad. While we're here to honor the completion of your high school years, we are really here to witness the first steps of your future. Each of you have carved a unique trail through the halls, defined not by just grades you earned, but the character you built along the way. In these past few years have taught you anything, it is that growth rarely happens in the comfort zone. You have navigated a world that is constantly shifting, proving that resilience is your most quiet yet powerful asset. You didn't just survive the late night study sessions, the grueling practices, or social media pressures. You evolved because of them. Remember that the tough times were actually training sessions for life that requires you to be adaptable, brave, and persistent. As you prepare to depart, I challenge you to refuse the path of least resistance. It's tempting to aim for what is realistic, but history is rarely made by those who play it safe. Dream without a ceiling. Set goals that make you a little nervous. Believe that your contribution is necessary. The greatest achievements usually start as a crazy idea that someone had the courage to take seriously. Be that person. When I look out at the sea of caps and gowns, I don't just see students. I see the energy that you poured into this community. I think of the roar of the crowd during those Friday night football games under the lights, the breathtaking opening nights of theater productions like Hadestown, where the stage felt like the center of the universe. The celebration of awards, whether they were academic, 180-degree awards, athletic, forensics, or many others. The quiet focus before AP exams, and the collective sigh of relief when they were over. The creative energy of our art shows, and the tireless dedication of our community service projects, whether it was through our communities programs or our many other clubs. In every one of those moments, you weren't just passing time, you were building a culture. You were showing us that you know how to work hard, play hard, and above all, support one another. In the years to come, the world will try to tell you who to be. It will offer you 1,000 different directions and opinions. My advice, trust your own signal. Stay rooted in the values that you've developed here. Your kindness, your integrity, and your curiosity. Your authentic self isn't something that you find, it's something you protect. Let your internal compass guide you through the noise. Graduates, you are leaving here with more than just a diploma. You are leaving with a toolkit for greatness and a community that will always cheer for you. The future isn't something that happens to you. It is something you create with every choice you make starting tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2026. You have earned this moment. Now go out and give the world something to talk about.
And now, for the awarding of the diplomas. Before we read names, we do have a quick announcement. To ensure every family can see and celebrate their graduate, we kindly request that guests remain seated while students walk across the stage to be recognized. Isabella Adams. Akwe Aju. Nehemiah Aka. Kasai Al-Kawamzi. Olivia Altman. Ashlyn Anderson. Jack E. Anderson. Jack Anderson. Jackson Anderson. Martez Anderson. Tavon Armstrong. Amaya Ortega. Alex Asadi. Sifa Asadi. Eliana Aller. Evan Aller. Alay Awad. Lakaira Baldwin. Olivia Bauer. Isabella Belson. Kara Bento. Anthony Berger. Hayden Berg. Everix Blessed. Shaylin Blissett. Olivia Borowitz. Daniel Bowman. J.D. Boyd. Jacob Braun. Andrew Brockman. John Brown. Brian Busio. Brayden Burrow. Alicia Bullock. Curtis Campion. Lorenz Tenino Ibarra. Naira Carter. Marisol Castro. Newton Chen. Dalton Clark. Hannah Conrad. Logan Conrad. Akira Cooley. Mars Trevelyan. Margaret Crossman. Charles Culleton. Cameron Chia. Tatiana Darden. Hunter Davis. Lavandra Dawood. Olivia Dennis. Alexis Dombrowski. Lacey Donovan. Lydia Doherty. Ava Duran. Colin Eichmeyer. Damian Engelman. Amici Esport. Trevon Evans. Hala Mahmood Fala. Tyler Farnsworth. Leonard Fawston. Kyson Fighter. Eugenia Ferrero. Vicente Flores. Veronica Fogelson. Benjamin Follett. Zachariah Fowler. Josiah Fryerman. David Friedman. Kendra Golke. Nayeli Gertz. Campbell Geis. Kylie Golly. Jaden Gall. Emilio Gonzalez. Natalie Gray. Jordan Greger. Malin Gregory. Lucas Ham. Gisnem Hakizimana. Benjamin Hansen. Riga Hansen. Giovanni Harrelson. Fahima Hassan. Alexis Hayes. Tiana Hayes. Dasani Hayes. Gabrielle Hereford Streeter. Sashawn Hibbler. Haley Hildebrand. Riley Hilton. Annalise Hinton. Zoe Hodge. Benjamin Holbert. Ryan Hurst. Kevin Hopkins. Stephen Hewlett. Nadia Hewlett. John Lugo. Illuminisa Sabat. Kaylee Jackson. Riley Jacoby. Joseph Jacques. Michaela Johnson. Elijah Johnston. Jessica Jones. Kira Jones. Azara Karuba. Braylon Kiefer. Miranda King.
Dopo ne preveva palo. Dopo ne preveva palo.
Connor
Quello si
Kazusi.
può a partire. Anche lei non ti loro chiamure che cosa vuol
Daniel
dire?
Cook.
Non parla una per andare a
Thomas Kuntz. Luca Kovacevic. Celeste Cross. Mason Graves. Todd Keane. Kristen Kuhn. Jikuniro Kugara. Lucy Lacoste. Roderick Lanning. Ian Langkow. Donovan Lanning Schaefer. Callum Larson Peschel. Drake Lorich. Sophia Lazaro. Caitlin Letterhouse. Brooklyn Lehman. Allie Lee. Kyle Leeds. Elena Lenz. Alexander Linsenbinger. Tylen Lister. Byron Little Jr. Elon Lobo. Aiden Lord. Ethan Lord.
Il est flagué sur le coin. C'est comme flagué, il y a comme flagué.
Vivian Lord.
Basta. Ajuda basta. Ajuda basta.
Logan Luck. Susan Pisano. Anastasia Linden. Natalie Maker. Sebastian Majiluga. Anton Mansell. Aiden Mansell. Jacob Marhefke. Roy Henry Mark. Gavin Martinson. Alexandria McDowell. Summer McGovern. Jalia McGraw. Dominic Medina. Cole Meisel. Ethan Mertz. Brayden Miller. Octavian Mills. Amile Malulu. Jada Moore. Tyron Moore. Olasia Morris. Xavier Morris. Shalala Moss. Jerome Mutadi. Joyce
Spider. Oh my God. Olha o Wendel. Muda mwache. Hii anaangalia.
Kylie Musha.
Mecha kubura.
Jessica Myers. Stephen Nash. Chakabuda Nasara. Tyler Nicholas. Isaac Notsky. Francine Nalimuko. Michael O'Brien. Abdul Odebi. Andrew Oler. Kaylee Olsen. Benson Wu. Bryce Ah. Kira Palmquist. James Penton. Lennon Parrish. Hannah Parrish. Audrey Perry. Mackenzie Pate. John Patrick. Samantha Patty. Brenna Paulson. present them. Eliza Cool Pickle. Ian Poor. Cadence Preston. Nicholas Foss. Dion Quinones. Abdul Wajid Ramani. Mohammed Yunus Ramani. Sonam Ramani. Bryant Rasmussen. Connor Raitt. Keegan Reeves. Ripper Reeves. Charlotte Green. Lily Reimer. Ibrahim Razak. Jordan Rietzma. Julian Rivera. Terry Roberts. Taylor Logan. Max Moore. Carl Woodward. Jacob Rosen. Aubrey Salisbury. Edgar Salzer. Jasmine San. Gwendolyn Sawal. Saiku Sanam. Kelly Schleicher. Peyton Schneider. Titus Schrader. Jamari Scott. Ayan Sarat. Oliver Shamar. Taylor Sherrill. Brazil Sika. Benicia Sierra. Aubrey Seaver. Layla Silva. Reese Simple. Veronica Slovakova. Sullivan Snow. Lily Sokoville. Maya Sumner. Connor Springer Fed. William Springer. Kevin Stahl. Willow Stampede. Tyler Steve. Paige Stefanski. Lane Starr. Cody grander. Alexander Strobel. Roman Swan. Colin Cardo Drew. Abigail Teklo. Kumefun Tam. Yegua Tam. Antonio Thompson. Jamal Thompson Shrek. Ariana Tom. Leal Torres. Nicholas Torres. Drake Trico. Daniel Truitt. Jimmy Utek. Sally Jo Malora. Isabella Van Rockland. Anastasia Vang. Ashton Vang. Curtis Vang. Nali Vang. Kaja Vang. Pami Vang. Priya Vang. Elijah Victor. Peyton Victoria. Evelyn Voss. Levi Vu. Lucas Walter. Emma Ware. Nassim Warner. Xavier Waters. Owen Weber. Evan Wirtz. Alexis West. Colin Wilson. Dorian Wilkinson. Brooklyn Williams. Aubrey Whitty. Ian Jean. Michelle Jean. Cheetah Gang. Selena Gang. Shiley Genter. Mohammed Yusuf. Nevada Zolokov. We would also like to acknowledge the students that have graduated this school year but are not able to attend. Maya Vanderheiden West and Callie McBride.
appreciate if people would stay where they are until after we are finished and our graduates are able to exit the arena. And now, graduates, please rise. You may now move your tassel from right to left. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2026.
Mtoto. Mtoto.
Haya, tumemaliza hivyo. Tunataka sauti. Hata tunazungumza vitu sasa.
Sasa vale nyie. Mira tunaanza kula moja. Kama kafanya nini?
Kutoka jana sasa
Ni ba no. Ndio mtu anakula kwa
sasa kwa sura nani nataka nipita pale. Bora ni sasa bora kitu kinyumba mwenyewe. Na zipo sasa kaiko ni sasa wasikia chilo
Niko anahangaika.
Nipunguzie majukumu.
Niko anahangaika.
Hata kwa nini watu kama ya kuongea mimi?
Atafanya, ataniua.
Wakati wako na basi simu, wanaweza tu kile kuongea.
Wanaanza kunishinda na.
Sio ndio ndio kamera, niko nabaita. Sinaita hata.
Kwa watu wapio na picha bana. Hizi kama.
Kwa msikia.
Basi je.
Nani?
Kama ni hiyo na next weekend watu wapio na picha. Tunashinda kupigana wewe.
Umesipa na lala tu. Na kuna kamba.
Na utaingia mlima na fungaga kufunga.
Hiyo utaingia, hiyo siku utaingia. Tutakopa ya Jerome.
Chuma la gato ilikuwa wazi na leo. Hata ndio mtindo la gari
Nilikuwa kama madudu basi.
Ukienda kunyima udisongo.
Watu wataweza ingia tena timu bila kutambulisha jezi. Hii ofisi mjinga kabambi kwa nafuatiliwa hapo Marekani.
Chef Ujo, sasa timu ni Asai. Kama kauchoto.
Ona kiongozi wa timu.
I'm gonna go off this exit. Like,
Yeye ni longa yoni.
Ona lakini bado ukoli kina arena yote.
Baba batoke vizuri. Kenda baba na umo.
Sawa kapteni.
Ndio kapteni umo. Unataka bangi ni. Niko na mimi mwenyewe tu. Niko nataka nizivale zote. Kama saizi yetu yote, ndio pesa zote. Hata mtasivai. Nisha nenemba. Mtanifanya nini? Sasa
Mpaka hivi tugana kitu. Kila mtu yuko alisema. Kila mtu yuko anasema ukweli.
Nimecheka sana. Hata kwa ndo atafanana ni.
Anaanza kuturoga chukua vitu. Kama ndo unaogopea hivi.
Watu wakishachelewa kutambulisha jezi kunatakiwa sasa mkwe na maiti sasa.
Timu ya Jabajabu, ma trend ya maana.
Utambulisho wa Kinyamwezi.
Kuna wenzeni walijana street ya simem.
Au ngani nataka upunguze ndo mshike kichwa.
Tuko la mechi hago stop mbaya. Mimi bora mfungo mechi mfungo huko lakini ya mbele. Bali sikiki.
Tanto atanyana kwa hiyo. Ndio mtu. Kama mimi
Awe ni ngopa yako. Ba
Nashuka sasa. Bamisha
Toa sana kwa hiyo.
Hadi inje tu, hadi kwa inje tu.
Na mangapa kuna yangalia.
Atupigana isindo hapo tena kwa kututumua kumbe ni wewe mwenyewe. Hata ndio ndio mwana.
Si YouTube ile hata usiingie utaingia siku nyingine. Mnalipwa hivyo na kazi inaenda.
Watu wawili.
Wala zatafuta kila saa.
Sindi Saidi anaandika hai.
Eti hai. Kwa kwanza ni hai. Obe.
Hapo ndo kuna kaba wale wananipa watu wa maana. Wataona kama mechi.
Hiyo ndio kwa hai. Sasa na hiki tu. Sasa na hiki.
Hivi ni ya kipande.
Na hivi ya mzima.
Hiyo ndio mzima.
Ya mzima ya mzima.
Alimaliza wengi.
Kwa wengi hatari. Stara boy. Ya, llega con cartaz. Hasta ni lo que cartaz. Tendendo.
Sisi bahusika.
Tende. Ngambia ni mwendo bahusika.
Tapigwa, bora nishaurize watu wa watu.
Sio mimi napigwa. Nitasunga mbona. Kwa kuna ile.
Tutakuonyesha toka meno. Huko watu wanapigana na kupigana na kutonga mmoja mtakuwa mliwa hivi. Hauna neno.
Summer walked. They all walked. I didn't get
They all walked? Kila mwanafunzi atapiga anakuwa na kazi au photograph
sana.
Najua bwana watakuwa itokea hapa.
Ndio huko. I'm doing graduate. Matumizi mabaya correlation. Matumizi mabaya ya kutoa hongera. Hapo duke sasa. Bana ndio sasa. Utawaonea wapi?
Utawaona tu.
Natembea sasa.
Wameondolewa wamebaki